So the UKPA, which is the UK Postal Association, was founded, I guess, a little over 2 years ago, off the back of a poster show we were doing as part of Flatstock at South by Southwest. There was a certain point where this kind of screen printed gig poster scene, which I guess has been going for quite some time in the US, had begun to sort of take hold over here, I suppose. And we were suddenly very aware that what had felt like a handful of artists here doing it was suddenly 20, 30, 40 plus. The UKPA's first exhibition will take place in May this year, called Ink and Paper, which is taking place on Henyard Street, just off Brick Lane. We sort of wanted to have a show that we thought showed predominantly, I suppose, the new breed of kind of UK gig poster artists, alongside some of our favourites from the US and some of the other guys we've met over in various shows in mainland Europe. These are official posters, you know, these advertise shows, but they're also kind of commemorative pieces of artwork to go alongside that. But they're all done with, so all the pieces kind of behind me are made with permission from or working with bands. My kind of own process in terms of making a poster is that, you know, you sit down, you listen to the band, you try and find some sort of idea that you think, I guess, represents their sound, or an image that somehow resonates with you in relation to their music. And then you realise that that idea is not very good, and then you come up with a second idea, and that's usually a bit better. And then you start again and listen to the music again, and eventually you find one that yourself and the record label like, and the band like, and then you make it into a poster using incredible trickery. Yeah, so Drew Millward, I guess, is one of the better known of the kind of the UK poster guys, and I guess he's been at the forefront, I suppose, of the pushing of this kind of screen printed gig poster scene, and creates these sort of odd characters who exist in this other Millwardian world, let's call it. It's almost like, I guess, a replaying of sort of old folk tale ideals, I suppose, but given a modern take, given a modern twist. One of my favourite US artists who's going to be participating in the show is Dan Stiles, who I guess who makes the kind of work I wish I could make. You know, I always think there's this great thing with good designers about kind of condensing image and form down to very simple shapes, and saying what you need to say in the kind of, with what looks like, I suppose, the minimum amount of effort, or with a kind of graphic ease. And I think Dan does that. He creates these very bold, deceptively simple, and incredibly beautiful works that make me ache with jealousy. I suppose if there's another kind of US artist who I kind of, maybe revere is too strong a word, but another US artist who is kind of responsible for my kind of love with this gig poster scene or world, it would be someone like Guy Burwell, who is also taking part in our Ink and Paper show. And Guy makes these incredibly kind of complex worlds of sort of strange giants living amongst tiny houses, and these incredibly sort of dense, beautifully layered prints, which I have no idea how he makes. I assume he is some sort of wizard, but it's probably done with a pen. And he, is a bit of a kind of, I guess, a bit of a poster hero to a lot of the UK guys, and so it's been good to have him on board.